I have been dealing with severe orthostatic hypotension for about 17 years. And it kind of came on gradually, if you will. I had kind of periodic episodes of feeling faint, feeling dizzy. I had difficulty walking upstairs. Like I say, difficulty standing for long periods of time, difficulty with any kinds of physical exertion, picking things up, keeping my hands up. Another time I had been in a downstairs area. I had walked upstairs and I simply bent over to get my son, to pick my son up, who was very young at the time, and I just collapsed. The various symptoms had a fairly dramatic impact on my life. In fact, so much so that my wife actually said that it changed my personality. It made me anxious all the time. It made me irritable all the time. It made my temper much shorter, and I was a fairly even-tempered person. And that was a very difficult thing to kind of work through, just kind of psychologically. In terms of physical terms, I'm a teacher. And I have to teach. I have to stand up and walk around and be active for hours at a time. I mean, I'll teach 3 classes in a row. That's close to 4 hours of teaching with a bit of break in each one. And the combination of being up, trying to be at the board, and speaking, which is exertion, was very, very difficult. So what I had to do then, I had to either sit in a chair or lean on a desk, and I had to do it in a way, this was also psychologically taxing, because you have to do it in a way that doesn't transmit that you're having a problem to people. I was at a movie, and at the end of the movie, after 2.5 hours of sitting, I got up with everybody else and had to leave. Of course, the movie theater is full and people are moving very slowly, and here I am on the verge of passing out, and I can't kneel down. Well, what ultimately happened was, I had to simply sit down in the midst of all these people going out, and of course everybody's very concerned, and I'm trying to say, no, don't worry. If there's an emergency, if there was a fire, if somebody needed help, if my son needed help, this condition makes it impossible for me to run. So I can't even run to save my own life, let alone someone who I love. All of these things were happening to me, and they in the end turned out to be quite debilitating.